going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch. Today we're on part 4 of building this massive aquascape ecosystem here on the ranch. Ed the professor has already left, as you guys know, and we're still building the pond. We got Rick, Connor, and Sean here getting this whole thing together. We got the berm, we got pretty much all the rock done. I mean, to be honest, we actually might need more rock to get placed, because as you see, there's some black spots and stuff. Still have a lot of gravel we have to spread, but check it out. Water's inside of the pond. It has to fill up a lot more. We've been filling it up for the last couple days now. As you can see, it's just been filling, and water has to go all the way up. The wetland has showed water already too. We've been adding logs in different places, and we walk over here. We have the trench already made for the big 3-inch piping for the pump to go over there to go into the wetland. Check it out over here. From this way. I don't know if you guys saw. We have all the logs in place. We put a big old fallen tree inside of here. This whole thing is actually going to be a whole entire pond itself. It'll probably be around 18 inches to 20 inches of water. It'll probably be to the top of those logs. And then check out this freaking giant trench over here. Check it out. Trench that you came in. See, we got to hide more fabric and all that stuff. We just got to blend it all in. See the big pipe? We're leaving the coupling like that, making sure there's no leak before we cover it. But as you can see, it's all trenched in perfectly. And we're just getting this place back together as much as we can. So over here, we're going to be making a shed. So you guys are going to see that coming soon. Putting a big shed. This is going to be the lockout section of the enclosure. So if there is any disasters, natural disaster and stuff, we catch the birds and we place them inside of here so they're safe and sound. Because obviously this is going to be a massive aviary. Stand right here. Look behind you. Insane. That thing is the biggest enclosure in the private sector. I swear. On YouTube, it is insane. The amount of animals that are going to be here is going to be out of this world. The capybaras are coming back in here very, very soon. We're just almost done. I just don't want all the tools in their way so they don't get hurt, but they'll be back in here very, very soon. We are already looking into the nettings that we're going to get. We already know the nettings we're going to get, the cables and all that stuff. We just got to order them all. That probably won't happen until about a month, but there's still a lot more stuff just to get done to make this thing pop even more. Plants, decoration stuff, the shed right here. We're going to make a big capybara house. So it's gonna be like a big overhang. We're gonna have a nice little waterfront view right here for the cappies. It's gonna be pretty dope. But let's just keep on working. My buddy, Ed told me to actually cut this off. So Ed, if you're watching this, one of my other buddies that has a bunch of animals, he was like, let's decorate this. We're gonna put mortar all around it and make it look like a fake log. So it'll be like a big log just sitting inside the wetland to make it more natural instead of cutting it off. So that'd be pretty cool. And then the ducks would be able to just sit on it as more log spots. But other than that, let's keep getting stuff together and follow along. Make sure you're liking these videos because you guys have been waiting for them. I've been waiting for them, and the time is here, and we're getting this thing put together. We're on all main focused here on the aviary build to get this thing together, and we have a lot more ideas to put in here, but I'm not going to spoil them all right now in this video. We're going to get more things done, and hopefully in this video we'll have the water running. It's going to be like a 2-3 day process, but it's going to be like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, get that water going. So we'll see what happens. Let's do it. So the wetland is filling up. There's a lot more water than you guys saw last. It's ankle deep right now, and it still probably has to go almost to my shin or so to go over that top of that ledge right there to waterfall down. We're gonna run this thing for another hour, and then we're going to stop and start running again. We got 2 pond apples in place. They look a little beat up, but that's because they were in that muck water before, in that tar water. You guys remember in the first video, if you haven't seen the first video of getting this pond transformation into what it is now, go check it out and follow all the parts so you guys know what's going on. But as of right now, it's looking great. It's looking amazing. I don't think I'm gonna put any more pond apples in here. I have one more actually, so I'm gonna add that one somewhere else. Maybe inside the waterfall, maybe down low. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put it next. So see where we're gonna put it. Figure it out now. The reason why I got these big logs, like check it out. They could be turtles. This could be a complete turtle pond just up here. The turtles can come up on here, bass climb up on these logs, birds can go on these logs. You just fell in the water. Good job. But other than that, I mean, this thing is looking great. It's a little mucky right now from the plants, but it is getting there, you guys. I am really, really excited about this. A lot more stuff to do, but little by little, a couple hours a day, because you guys know we still have all our daily chores of the whole entire ranch. Luckily enough, I've been having a lot of friends coming over, helping me with this enclosure, getting stuff done, because if not, I would be set back probably 3 weeks for sure. But in the next week or so, it's just every day we're just getting more and more and more done, and it's looking amazing, looking great to get to the point so that we can get this netting up. I'm scheduling myself as soon as you guys see this video, probably 1 month from today, I'll hopefully have this netting in. I'm not guaranteeing it, but hopefully that will be the time I'll have the netting in place so that we can start getting birds inside of here. Obviously, the capybaras are coming in here. We're gonna stock it with fish. We're gonna stock it with turtles. All of that stuff first, then get the netting. But let's get focused onto the last pond apple and see where we're gonna place that guy. So the water is completely filled up in the wetland area. We added some pond apples in the backside over there and some alligator flag. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just cut up with the roots right there in the shallow water area. The wetland is just exactly right about there, but we're still filling up the main pond right now. And as you guys can see, it is just about there. We added a bunch of new dirt all over here to make it all leveled perfectly to the rock. So check it out, come this way. Well, it's not really that we added dirt, we just moved dirt around that. It was other areas that was higher for making this pond exactly how we wanted it. We flattened out all the dirt in the back section over there. We made different shelves, all different sorts of things. I've been talking to a couple of my buddies that own nurseries so that we could get trees and plants and all this stuff. One of my good buddies of mine that has a lot of animals, he's very, very good with plants and trees and what I should put in here that will help the animals so they can do natural foraging, different types of things that are healthy for the plants, well, for the birds and stuff of that sort. We're talking about probably just about 7 to 8, possibly 9 trees inside of this enclosure tops. But then you check it out over here, the water is almost to the intake right over here. Well, actually, take a look. Let's go walk down there real quick. Come here. Look at this, you guys. We are dripping in water, so the intake is filling up. We've been filling up now this morning for another 2 hours. We filled up 5 hours yesterday. It's a lot of water, you guys. Right now, yesterday, before it got to this point, it was just at right here, like up to Tyson, like right past my knee. Now it's probably almost waist deep. When this thing is filled to the top during rainy season, you guys know the floods and all that stuff. So we made this pond so it's high enough so that my neighbors, you guys know in the beginning of the videos we were talking about that Ed was explaining to it, and can hold up another 20 to 30,000 gallons more of water, because water level normally is probably going to be just about yay high, but during the high season we're going to go up about that much more. So that's going to be right at level all the way around. We're going to have to still add some more rocks. There's still more things to go, obviously. We still have to do more things, but we can get the pumps going, get the water going, start cycling it, because you guys see it's yellow right now. If you guys know my Aquascape ecosystem in the front of the building, it's crystal clear. This will be crystal clear as well. What's going to happen is the water is going to pump, go through this 3-inch pipe, go all the way around into the wetland, and then go down 4 feet down into those aqua blocks that you guys saw in all those videos. If you haven't seen those videos yet, make sure you check it out so you understand this pond structure and how it's all built. Once it goes down into the bottom of that wetland filter, it goes through all those aqua blocks, and then it has to pass, any of the gunk has to try to pass through 32 yards of gravel. That's a lot of gravel. Those 2 giant truckloads of gravel that we had, all is inside of that wetland. So none of the gunk is going to pass through. It's going to stay inside of those aqua blocks, and then this water is going to stay crystal clear. The leaves, the gunk, the capybara poop, the duck, everything will get stuck underneath there. And then on top of that, with the plants on top of the wetlands, just going to help it make the water even more clear. It's going to be an even better natural filtration system. So that water is filling up. We're going to let it keep on filling. And the water is at level that I said is higher than my knee right now. So what we're going to do, those Hillary side neck turtles have been stuck. Well, yeah, they've been inside of that black container for the last probably 5 days. There was only a spot I had for them. So what we're going to do now is go collect the 7 of them and go release them inside of this pond. So let's go catch them, you guys, and put them in here and show them their new home. And then hopefully by the end of today's video, we could turn on these pumps and see this waterfall run. So let's do it. So let's catch these guys real quick. This is some nasty water. I can tell you that. It's ready to get these guys into their new enclosure. That's a little guy right there. Actually, let's do a quick little sex ratio. Make sure what we have. So let's count, let's look together real quick. So that is a female, so 1 female. That's a male. So male, female, female. So 1.2 as of right now. 1.2, 2.2, that's another male right there. Little concave and a massive tail. So that's a 2.2 as of right now. 2.2, another big female, definitely can tell. So we got a 2.3, beautiful female. Look how round they are. So we got a 2.3 right now. .3, another male, 2.3, 2.3,
3.3,
3.3. There you go. 3.3 and 4.3. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of them in there. So we have a 4.3. So that means we have 1 male extra which is okay. That means it's most likely gonna be real good fertility. If anything, now in the future, we're definitely probably get a couple more females, but at least we know what we have as of right now. You can really tell the difference of how big the females are around there. Like, that's a gorgeous girl right there. Nice bright red colors, but they're definitely gonna love this pond. Crystal clear water. We gotta empty this thing out, and then in another video, we'll be taking out the black wood turtles and releasing them all inside of that enclosure too. What we're gonna do is we have this little divider right here, so we'll make sure we always close this so that the animals don't come over here until we close it all up. I'll show you what we're gonna be doing over here. So because this is going to be an aviary, we're gonna have a shed there and a capybara house here. The aviary is gonna stop right here on these poles going this way. But what we're gonna do is, this is gonna be the entrance way to go through. So there's gonna be a door here, a door here. They're gonna add another pole right here behind you guys, right here, up to here. So it's gonna be a double door system. One going that way, one going this way. Oh no, actually always going inwards so that the birds don't fly out. And it's gonna be double doors so that it'll be 2 person at a time to get inside of the enclosure, just so that we have no problems with the birds flying out, because these birds are gonna be full on flying inside of the enclosure. And when they see food coming, they're probably gonna fly at us. So that's gonna be our safe zone. But what we're gonna do as well is, most likely on the other side of that pole, we're gonna make a bigger double door. So probably an 8x8 double door, so that we can bring in like a golf cart. Well, not a golf cart, just trees and different stuff if we wanna mix up the enclosure in the future, like as if we want to put in new logs, big rocks, stuff like that, because obviously this little entrance here is not that big to bring in big stuff. So that'll be the big door to drive through. We're really thinking on this enclosure to make sure it is prime and perfect. Obviously nothing's always perfect, but we're really taking our time. My friends and I have been talking to a lot of different breeders and animal people, trying to make this as best as I can for the animals, for us, for working, and all of those cool things. But as of right now, we'll talk about all that in the near future. Coming up videos. Let's release these guys inside of a brand new Aquascape ecosystem that Ed the professor made for us. Aquascape and Greg Woodstock that put it all together for us. Well, helped us all together with us. Let's put them in. I don't know you guys, but let me just say, Aquascape ecosystems are off this world. Off this freaking world. Turtle jumped out. Hey buddy, we're not in your pond yet. Let's keep on walking. Thank you, Benny. I think they know they're inside their new enclosure and they want to come and go say hi. So here we go, you guys. We're gonna let these turtles go inside of this awesome thing. Look at him, he's moving right there. Here you go, you guys. Go find your new ecosystem. You guys are nice and dark, but you're gonna have a deep pond. It's only gonna get bigger. Rocks to hide through. Oh my god, that is so dope. Let's grab the rest of them. Possibly get some more species of side-neck turtles inside of here, South American side-neck turtles, but we'll see, because the problem is I'm worried about a little bit with some of the waterfowl species you might put in here. But I think if I very heavily stock this with fish that they can hunt and feed regularly with pellet from Missouri and stuff with no problem, I think they'll have no problem. Oh my god, you can actually see them swimming in this pond already. That is insane. Ed was definitely right with getting this fabric right so we don't see the muck. The water's still dirty without the pump going, but it's practically clear because we got the white rock and all that fabric. That is crazy. Finally you can see the turtle swimming. 1, 2. Oh, and the cool thing is actually some of these females, I think, have been laying eggs. So they're gonna be able to come up and lay eggs very soon. Here you go, big girl. Go ahead. And last but not least, we will be definitely going inside of this pond. Woo! Going inside of this pond. What's that called? Snorkeling in here, figuring it all out, checking them all out. They're gonna have so many different crevices. Look at them just going around. Again, the water just has to go higher. This is out of this world. Look at her go. Look at them go down there, you guys. That is so freaking cool. So my goal for a low water season or a dry season here on the ranch is to always make sure that this pond apple has enough water so that it could drink. So my goal is to make sure there's about yay much water right here at that level, so this thing's always underwater, and the turtles can always bask on the side of all these rocks with no problem. And then when it's dry, well, rainy season, they'll be able to bask all the way up top. So it'll be just another whole level of basking area, no problem. But I mean, check it out, you guys. We are inside our Aquascape ecosystem. Once this thing is nice and green, the bushes, the trees, all those cool things, let me just show you guys one other cool thing, or tell you guys one other cool thing. So when we walk across this enclosure on that side of the property, inside of the aviary, that will be the area for us to walk. This area all across here will be very heavily bushed, shrubbed, treed, landscaped, nesting boxes, all that stuff. This is going to be the retreat area for the animals, for like their safe zone. We're still obviously going to feed on this side, but when I show friends and family this enclosure and when we record, 95% of the time we'll mostly be on that side, unless we're looking at eggs and stuff of that sort in the near future. So against this whole bush fence line, I would like to have hedges here so it's nice and thick so the ducks can lay against them, trees, all this cool stuff. Okay, walk over here real quick. Me and Jacob actually made a really cool shelf right here. Check this out. So it's a little low section here. We can put some nice trees and all that stuff there. Trees all here. This is a big island right here, a big opening. We can put probably 3 to 4 trees here, different levels. So the way we'll cut these trees is we'll cut them so they grow tall. Then we'll trim in the middle, so then there's like layers of the trees. And again, we can get these trees to go up to about 14 feet tall. These poles are 16 foot. We want to make sure there's a nice little gap over the top so that we don't have trees erupting the netting and stuff like that sort. But that's gonna be really cool. Another cool thing we're gonna do as well is we're gonna landscape all these poles, so these poles won't look like poles, they'll look like trees, branches coming out of them. Scape the whole thing with all different types of stuff, but we'll talk about that again later down in the future. Always, here, let's look at this pond, because why we want to look that way? Look at this beautiful aquascape ecosystem. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We got the water going. We're actually not going to stop, because what we're going to do is we're going to get this water running for today's video. So let's hold on, let's take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. So it's been about 24 hours now that we put the Hillary side-neck turtles inside of the pond, and this morning when I came over here, I saw some that actually already came up into the wetland and were basking on the log with no issues at all. It looked pretty awesome. You guys are probably wondering, if you guys see this, there is a lot of plastic showing around and rubber showing on the side. Because Ed wasn't here, and this is kind of my first time trying to make the pond a little smaller so that we could show more land here, I kind of put the rubber too low down in the water, and water was pouring over the side. So I now pulled it back up, put the rocks in front of it, and it was able to fix the spots. I'm letting it look ugly for right now to make sure that it all runs good with no problem. And you guys, we actually turned on the pumps. The pumps are running. Come check out this waterfall. This waterfall is crazy looking. Check it out. You guys hear that noise behind you? Now that is a freaking waterfall. Check that out. Now that thing is dope. Let's get a couple more little clips of this waterfall. I'm gonna get down into there right now and show you all the little patterns of it all. So come and check it out real quick. Look at this. We got the water going down over the big log right here, pouring down through every angle, around the side, pouring down real fast, through all the logs. Giant stream going through. We're adding a little bit more water to make sure we tee it off to the point that we want it to be at. But I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I mean, check it out. Water just streaming through this thing. This looks more natural than ever. And imagine when the birds are here, the turtles walking up and through it, the ducks going through the streams. I mean, this is going to be insane ecosystem for these animals. Can't get more natural than this inside someone's backyard. This right here is making creations of literally wildlife in your backyard right here. Once this thing is closed up, it's gonna be so cool. Adding some plants already here, and I've already put out the list to a couple of my good buddies of mine. We have a massive list of trees and bushes that are gonna be coming in to make this thing look so like flush and flourish. What's that word? Like flourish of trees inside of it. It's gonna be beautiful. But before we keep on talking, what we have to do actually right now is, you guys saw we put the side neck turtles in. It's been about 24 hours since we did that. We're gonna get all the black wood turtles and release these guys inside the pond too, because they need to get out of the Yellowfoot enclosure and they need to go inside of here. So what we're gonna do is go check them out, go catch them all, get a head count one more time, and release all of these dudes, all these girls, everybody inside of this enclosure, and let them be free in their giant ecosystem that is crystal clear and beautiful. Might be a little murky still right now. That is because the pond was so large and Ed has to get out here. We didn't have time to clean off all the rocks and all that stuff, and because it's such a large pond, we're gonna run out of water. So I'm just letting it go on its own. It'll cycle itself. All the cloud and everything will just sink down with no problem. Let's go look at that intake real quick. And when we're at that intake, we're gonna drop in a little bit of pond stuff that Aquascape gave me to put inside there to make the water even more clear and help break down all of that cloudiness a lot faster. Let's grab that stuff. So you guys probably see the cords and all that stuff right there. It will be all underneath the ground in the next couple days. I just wanted to get these pumps going and running. But we have this stuff right here that comes from Aquascape, and I hit up Ed and I said, Ed, what do I do with this stuff? How do I use it? He said, treat it after it's running. Once the pumps are operating, pour the liquid directly into the intake bay right here by the pumps. This will mix the water treatment with the pond water, and then it will send it directly into the bottom of the filter all the way over there. The SAB can be spread around the surface of the pond. This stuff right here, I usually mix the powder with some pond water inside of a large bucket, then spread it around the perimeter of the pond. Use a treatment rate for 35,000 gallons. Obviously, it's not filled up to the top, but when it is, it'll be probably over 50,000 gallons of water during the high season of rain. So you guys are probably wondering, why is there so much rock showing? Well, the normal water level when it's dry season is going to be where it's at right now, just about. See where it's at? High season, flooding season, we made it so that there's a high berm, and you guys know all the flooding. It will be able to hold water right there, and the whole enclosure won't be able to flood. So that's why we made it, so we can add another 20 to 30, almost 40,000 gallons more of water inside of here, so we don't flood our neighbors out, and it'll hold its own water right here, which is pretty freaking dope. So let's grab this stuff right here and pour some inside the intake bay that will send it directly to the wetland filter. So keeps ponds clean, clear, and healthy. Dope. Treats up to 80,000 gallons. So we're probably gonna put, not all of it obviously, but we'll put like about half the bottle inside of here. Smells fun. All right, so let me just go right over here. And it's safe for animals and all that stuff, so I'm gonna just more than enough right there. And that right there, the big pumps right there, that 3-inch pipe, it's gonna send it straight to that wetland filter, go through all those rocks, and just help this water be even more crystal clear. So that is exactly what I needed. And then I'm not gonna do all this right now because that's gonna be a little bit of a process, but let's grab those black wood turtles and release them inside this pond. So let's do it. So I need you guys all to help me get a head count on how many black wood turtles we have in this enclosure. It should be about 16, but again, I need your help, so start counting. One second. Get this thing over real quick. Holy crap, look at that. They are stacked up inside of there. They're pretty much acting like that giant black hole that we dug up. If you guys haven't seen that video yet with the black tar water, this is what they're doing, adding it all up in there. But these are the biggest species of rhino acclimates right here, and we have a lot to move. So let's put them in the wagon and then take them to the pond. So that is a big pile of black wood turtles, and there's a lot more we have to grab and put them inside of this enclosure. So let's take them over here and release them in the main pond, and then they can start venturing off and going wherever they would like to go. So I kind of want to do a head count on how many males and females are in here. I'm going to do it on myself, and then we'll keep on going. Mike, can you try to help me out here? All right, so we're at 1 girl, 2 girls. There's 2 girls right here.
Bad memory.
There they go. 2 girls inside the enclosure, and a boy. And another boy. 2 right now. We are 2-2 right now.
They can see each other.
2.4 right now. 2
That
point.
confused me. What does that mean?
2 males, 4 females.
So I got 4 girls.
And 2 boys.
Okay. So you gotta tell me a girl, girl. Bring my hand.
All right, girl, 2 more girls. 2 more girls. 2.6 as of right now. And that is a male. So we're at a 3.6 as of right now, you guys. Remember that, 3.6. All right, there we go, you guys. Now, let's go grab the rest. So we are at 3.6 adult rhino clemmies, Finera, or black wood turtles. right here is probably the biggest example of the black wood turtles right here. This thing is probably just at 14 inches, a massive male. So now we are at 4.6. Hello, you guys. 4.6. So let's release this guy inside. And while we grab him, we'll grab a female. This is a female. Yes, this is a female. So we're at 4.6, 4.7 as of right now. So let's release these two guys in. Come on, big dude. Get in there. All that mud coming out from them. They're gonna go, look at that stream. They're gonna have to go into the stream, do all kinds of amazing things they wanna do. Just act as natural as they wanna be. So we're at 4.7 right now. And we got another male and another female, another pair. So 4.7, 5.8. Oh, I got something in my eye. Woo! 5.8. Let's put that guy in there. Look at them just sitting. I cannot wait to just see them naturally inside the stream, just relaxing, getting all that nice water. Look at them go, swimming in there. We're at 5.8 right now. Beautiful, amazing group. Going into the stream, hanging out. Let's get a couple more. All right, so this is a nice little young female and a young male. So this is gonna be 5.8, 6.9. 6.9 of these wood turtles. There you go, you guys. The last female, another adult female. So what is that, 6.9? 6.6. It's the other way around. 6.10. So we're at 6.10 adult black wood turtles. You always put males first, then females.
Oh, of course boys go first.
That's just how it goes. So we're at 6.10. So we'll be able to look at that guy, just chilling right there in the water. I can't wait to just, well, I'm already doing it. Like, there's nothing I can't wait about. We're just here relaxing. Look at him inside that water in the stream, just living his best life right there. We have a 6.10 of adult black wood turtles in this enclosure. When that water clears up even more, this is gonna be amazing. Look at him. Where you gonna go, buddy? You got so many little spots and little things. These guys are omnivores, so they're gonna be eating all sorts of different types of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We got the stream done. The whole pond is up and going. Stay tuned for a lot more videos that are gonna be here in this aviary build. The wood turtles are in, the side neck turtles are in, the waterfall is running. Next up, we have to get the capybaras inside of here. They've been looking back and forth in here, but I haven't completely stopped them inside of here yet. Door is still open so they can jump in and out with no problem. But I hope you guys like this video. Like this video, subscribe to the channel because we have a lot more stuff to get inside of the biggest enclosure build on YouTube in the private sector. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.